lane, you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just...
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
52 blaster.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
97.
They go play action here on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll take this one down to the 36. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw, it's Brady. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll go for it. It's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A tackle made by J.T. Woods. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch?
Touchdown, Cowboys! Austin Eckler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Hey, check Mega.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Back to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mecole Hardman, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bucs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
7-7, our score after one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On play action, it's Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Hey, green, white, white. Black shot.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
On the ready? Double 38. Black Ultra. Steal. Check steal. Check smash. Hey,
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Come on, set. Blue is bright. Blue is black. You, yellow.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they send a man in motion right. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. To throw is Brady. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Go red. Flag blue. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The final shot before half for Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Brady to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Throwing on first down is Brady. Goes right back to Smith again. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Brady's throw there complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle with Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Brady. And he finds Howard complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And Diggs has it.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's into the clear. The 40. past the 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a two-score lead third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Working with a 2nd and 4. A handoff, it's Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just run for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Brady going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. DK Metcalf, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the 27, Brady. It's complete to Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. It's Eckler again. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successful?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
One final try now for Brady. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Devontae Smith from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. So that last touchdown sealed it there, partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Feels awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.
So for the Bucs, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G, flossing with a gold chain.